Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Welcome to SANGHAYA, your sacred space for clarity, healing, and soul evolution. Today, Aquarius, we're diving into a timeless reading, meaning you are watching this at the exact moment you're meant to receive these messages. We'll be working with the Repair Evolution Growth Oracle deck, a transformational self healing tool designed to help you understand your challenges, recognize your breakthroughs, and step into the opportunities waiting for you on your path. For this session, for today's video, I'll be pulling a selection of these oracle cards along with your tarot messages. So, this is a collective reading. So some parts may resonate deeply while others may not. Take only what resonates with your spirit and leave the rest for someone else. Aquarius, this reading is all about insight, awakening, and support as you evolve into your next chapter. If you're seeking clarity, direction, or emotional renewal, you are in the right place. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and allow the guidance to flow. Let's begin your reading, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. First, you have, wow, high vibrations, transformation, Aquarius. Okay, it says here you have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. Next, Aquarius, you have good news, positive energy, Aquarius. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now it's time to celebrate, Aquarius. Next, you have abundance. What's going on? You have security, Aquarius. Money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives off the energy of abundance and expectancy in every dollar you receive. Know that you are supported and that money will flow. Wow, look at that. Another Aquarius, you have Radiant Goddess. Aquarius, you have acceptance. Wow. Aquarius, you are an amazing goddess, ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential, but not by not making any apologies for it. Okay, later I am going to explain more about these cards. Okay, right. Okay, next you have letting go, resistance. Okay, this cycle has ended and it's time to let go, to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation, to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. I think I need more. One more card. Right. Let's see. All right. One more card, Aquarius. You have past life karma cycles. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, Aquarius. The person or situation, look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. All right, now let's get some oracle. Let's get in some tarot cards. Let's pull out some tarot cards for you, Aquarius. To complete your reading, let's pull out some tarot cards for Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right, Aquarius, you have the Queen of Wands. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Cups. And you have the Ten of Wands. Okay. I think this one wants to come out. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the High Priestess. One last card. Aquarius, you have the Seven of Wands. Alright. Alright, Aquarius, let's start. Alright, Aquarius, let's start with your first oracle card. You have the High Vibrations, Transformation, and you have the High Priestess with the Queen of Wands. Aquarius, this first message that came out for you is high vibrations, transformation, and this is a very powerful sign that you are entering one of the most important chapters of your spiritual life. This card shows a heart made of shifting light and molten energy, symbolizing a soul that has awakened, a spirit that is no longer asleep, and a person who is stepping into a higher frequency of truth. You are no longer aligned with the lower vibrations of fear, self-doubt, scarcity, or limitation. And here's what's even more powerful. This card came out together with the two major tower energies, the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. The High Priestess is about intuition, divine wisdom, sacred knowledge, the unseen world, and spiritual awakening. She tells me that many of you are experiencing heightened intuition, prophetic dreams, deep gut feelings, sudden moments of clarity, synchronicities, and repeated signs, inner knowing you can't explain logically. Your spirit guides, ancestors, and higher self are becoming louder, Aquarius. They are speaking to you, not through fear, but through nudges, downloads, and intuition. Meanwhile, the Queen of Wands is your activation into personal power. This is confidence. This is courage, magnetism, creativity, and charisma. This is stepping into a version of yourself that is no longer afraid to be seen. Before, you may have doubted yourself, you may have questioned your worth, you may have quieted your voice just to make others comfortable, but not anymore, right? You are wising into a version of yourself who is bold, radiant, and unafraid to step into the spotlight, whether that spotlight is in your career, your relationships, your spiritual gifts, or your personal dreams. This trio, high vibrations, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, means you are spiritually leveling up, Aquarius. Your intuition has been activated. Your energy is becoming magnetic. The old version of you is being burned away. Your true power is emerging. You are aligning with your destiny. You are no longer meant to hide. Now let's move on to the next energies, Aquarius. You have the good news, right? You have the good news and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a positive energy alongside with the Knight of Pentacles. So this combination tells me that the universe is finally releasing something toward you that has been held in place for quite some time. This is not a small blessing, Aquarius. This is not a coincidence. This is the result of everything you've been working toward, quietly, patiently, faithfully, even when you felt tired, even when you felt discouraged, even when you thought the universe had forgotten you. The Knight of Pentacles is slow. He takes his time. He moves inch by inch, but he never stops. and he never abandons his mission. And Aquarius, you have been this knight. You kept working on yourself. You kept praying. You kept showing up. You kept fighting for your dreams. You kept holding on even when everything felt still or silent. This good news coming toward you is not random. It is karmic. It is earned. It is yours. This energy often shows up after a long waiting period, the kind of waiting that makes you second guess everything, right? Did I make the right choice? Is this ever going to happen? Why is this taking so long? Did the universe hear me? Am I still on the right path? Spirit is saying, yes. You were always on the right path, Aquarius. Yes, you were heard. Yes, you were supported even when it felt silent. And yes, the blessing had to take time so it would arrive in its strongest form. This good news can manifest in many ways depending on your situation, Aquarius. A message you've been waiting for from a person, a company, an institution, or a situation that felt stuck. Or this could be a financial improvement, money owed to you, an opportunity, or stability returning into your life. A long awaited approval, visa, loan, application, promotion, business permit, or any form of validation. A relationship breakthrough, clarity, honesty, or healing coming from someone important, or a personal victory. A goal you thought was hopeless suddenly unfolding. And forward movement, Aquarius. Something that felt frozen is now thawing and moving again. And a timeline shift where everything begins to align effortlessly. But here's the most important part. This blessing is not short term. It is not temporary. It is not unstable. The Knight of Pentacles brings something built to last, Aquarius. Something grounded, something stable, something you won't lose easily, something that supports you for the long run. This is not a blessing that comes and goes. This is a blessing that continues to grow. And Spirit wants you to hear this clearly, Aquarius. Your patience is not a punishment. It was preparation. Your consistency will be rewarded. Your good karma is returning to you. You are entering a timeline of progress, not stagnancy. Your energy is shifting from waiting into receiving, from hoping into experiencing, from praying into celebrating. This is why the good news card is so loud in your reading. The universe is saying, Aquarius, prepare yourself, because your yes is coming, your breakthrough is coming, your relief is coming, your momentum is coming, and the timing could not be more perfect. This is a turning point in your journey, and it arrives just when you need it most. Now, let's move on to the next card. You have the Abundance with the Security and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Aquarius, look at this. Aquarius. The next part of your reading is incredibly beautiful and deeply karmic. This is one of the most messages, one of those messages that makes your whole soul exhale, Aquarius, because the energy here is about relief, stability, and long-awaited blessings beginning to flow toward you, right? With the Abundance, Security together with the Wheel of Fortune, this combination is extremely rare and extremely powerful, Aquarius. So there's a massive shift in your financial timeline. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny, cycles, fate, acceleration, divine intervention, karmic return, and unexpected blessings. So when this wheel turns in your favor, Aquarius, it means what stuck begins to move. What was delayed begins to accelerate. What was blocked begins to open. What was lost begins to return. What was confusing becomes clear. This is shifting you out of survival mode and into receiving mode, and paired with the abundance card. Now, that this tells me that this shift is specifically happening in the areas of finances, career opportunities, growth, stability, inner peace, cash flow, long-term security, life upgrades. Aquarius, the universe is literally rearranging circumstances in your favor. And also, you are leaving the frequency of lack. The abundance card states money is energy, it must flow. So this is important, Aquarius. You are leaving behind an old vibration, one where you felt unsupported, anxious about the future, afraid to spend, afraid to invest, afraid of not having enough, pressured to work harder, financially overwhelmed, overburdened, disconnected from the flow of money. So this was not your fault. These patterns were shaped by your past, your upbringing, your trauma, your childhood conditioning, or even past life karma. But the Wheel of Fortune says this cycle is ending, Aquarius. The universe is now lifting you out of that scarcity and into abundance, out of fear and into trust, out of limitation and into expansion. You are being aligned with a new reality. Also, money begins to flow. Not struggling, Aquarius. This message is not about sudden riches. It is about consistent, stable, reliable, flowing abundance. Think of it like this. Before, your money felt heavy, slow, hard to keep, hard to control, hard to attract. Now, your money begins to feel lighter, easier, more natural, more aligned, more supported. The Wheel of Fortune shows a rebalancing. The universe is saying, you have struggled enough, Aquarius. Now it's time to receive. You are done with chaos. You are done with lack. You are done with instability. This new cycle brings steady income, financial opportunities, job or business improvements, support from unexpected places, new beginnings that bring growth, long-term stability. This is a turning point. And also, the universe is rewarding your energy, not your effort, Aquarius. This is the biggest message. The Wheel of Fortune does not respond to how hard you work. It responds to your vibration, your mindset, your healing, your alignment, your openness to receive, your willingness to release fear, your belief in your own worth, because your vibration is rising. Thanks, right? So we've talked about this earlier, the high vibration. The universe can finally match you with the opportunities meant for you. Your abundance was never denied, just delayed until you vibrated high enough to hold it. And Aquarius, you are now vibrating high enough. And also the door is opening and you won't miss it this time. One of the strongest messages from the Wheel of Fortune is a new opportunity is entering your life, and this time you will be ready. Past you wasn't ready. The past you was scared. Past you was overwhelmed. Past you was blocked by karmic patterns. But now, your mind is clear. Your intuition is stronger. Your energy is lighter. Your heart is more open. Your boundaries are healthier. Your spirit is awakened. You won't sabotage yourself this time. You won't doubt yourself this time. You won't reject the blessing out of fear this time. You are ready. And also, divine timing right now is unfolding for you with the Wheel of Fortune. Aquarius, this is divine timing all over your reading. The Wheel of Fortune only appears when something major is happening behind the scenes, and when Spirit is orchestrating a rearrangement for your highest good. This is not random. This is not luck. This is alignment. You are stepping into a season where finances improve, opportunities appear, the right people show up, barriers are removed, karma is balanced, and blessings flow continuously. Your life is transitioning into a more abundant, stable reality. You are moving from the energy of survival to the energy of abundance, from worry to trust, from instability to security. So Aquarius, your financial story is changing right now. Your luck is turning, your stability is rising, your abundance is flowing. You are stepping into a new chapter where the universe supports you, not challenges you. You are entering a cycle of prosperity, alignment, and upward momentum. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, and it is turning now. Okay, now let's move on to your next oracle card. You have the Radiant Goddess. Wow. The Radiant Goddess and the Queen of Cups, Aquarius. Where's the Queen of Cups? There you go. So, Aquarius. So we move into one of the most beautiful and emotional parts now of your reading, Aquarius. The energy of Radiant Goddess, which is about acceptance, paired with the Queen of Cups. Now, this is deeply connected to your heart, your emotional healing, and the way you see yourself. And for many of you, this is where your true transformation is happening. So right now you are remembering your self-worth. The Radiant Goddess card shows, right, a woman glowing from within, not because of her physical appearance, but because she has finally accepted her own beauty, her own power, and her own truth. This message is saying you are learning to love yourself in ways you never have before, Aquarius. You are stepping out of self-criticism and into self-celebration. You are beginning to recognize your value. You are embracing your authenticity. You are no longer shrinking to fit anyone's expectations. Now, for a very long time, Aquarius, you've been too hard on yourself. I feel like some of you, you've judged yourself through the eyes of people who failed to appreciate who you are. You've carried emotional wounds that made you feel not enough, even when you were more than enough. You've hidden your sensitivity or beauty because others didn't know how to honor it. But now, that old version of you is dissolving. The Radiant Goddess card is your reminder that you are worthy of love, you are worthy of softness, you are worthy of beauty, you are worthy of compassion, of being seen, truly seen. Your heart is opening and your spirit is remembering its own glow. Another is the Queen of Cups. Your heart is healing. Now, the Queen of Cups is one of the most gentle and emotionally powerful cards in the tarot. She represents emotional wisdom, compassion, intuition, grace, forgiveness, inner calm, psychic sensitivity, deep empathy, a heart that feels everything. This queen is the healer of the tarot, the one who knows how to alchemize pain into wisdom, sadness into strength, and trauma into emotional beauty. Her presence in your reading means that your heart is healing, your emotions are balancing, your intuition is sharpening, you are becoming emotionally mature, you are gaining clarity on what you truly feel, you are learning to honor your sensitivity, you are reconnecting to your soul. For some of you, Aquarius, you are also healing emotional wounds from childhood, heartbreak or betrayal, abandonment issues, a tendency to attract emotionally unavailable people, a pattern of self-sacrifice, or in a fear of vulnerability. And the Queen of Cups says you are no longer carrying these wounds alone. You are finally healing from the inside out. And also, you are returning to your divine feminine energy. Now, regardless of your gender, all right, the divine feminine represents intuition, softness, creativity, receptivity, emotional depth, nurturing energy, spiritual insight, inner beauty, and grace. So for years, Aquarius, you've been in survival mode, in masculine energy of pushing, working, fixing, fighting, proving, striving. But your soul is now craving nourishment, connection, kindness, stillness, presence, love, healing. The Radiant Goddess and the Queen of Cups message says, you don't have to fight to be worthy. You don't have to overwork to deserve blessings. You don't have to be strong all the time. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself. Your feminine energy is awakening, and this is what makes you radiant, Aquarius. Also, self-love is becoming your new default right now. Aquarius, this new energy means you are starting to speak kindly to yourself, forgive yourself more easily, understand your emotions instead of judging them, protect your energy, trust your intuition, honor your needs, allow yourself to rest, choose peace over chaos, choose love over fear. You are no longer abandoning yourself for others. You are no longer settling for emotional breadcrumbs. You are no longer giving your heart to situations that don't reciprocate. You are learning what healthy love looks like, starting with the love you give yourself. And also, people are beginning to see your inner glow. So, one thing that's coming through strongly is this: your energy is becoming magnetic. People are noticing your glow. Your aura is becoming softer and brighter. You are becoming more attractive spiritually and physically. This is because healing amplifies beauty. Peace amplifies beauty. Confidence amplifies beauty. And self-acceptance amplifies beauty. Your transformation is radiating outward, and others will feel it. This Radiant Goddess card makes your rebirth as someone who finally recognizes their own worth. So Aquarius, this is a season where your heart heals, your identity strengthens, and your inner beauty shines through. You are becoming softer yet stronger. You are becoming more compassionate yet more discerning. You are becoming more intuitive yet more grounded. You are becoming more radiant simply by being yourself. You are just returning home to your heart, and your heart is welcoming you back. Aquarius, the next message is one that your soul has been waiting for. All right, you have the letting go in the Ten of Wands. So Aquarius, because this is where so much of your emotional weight, exhaustion, and heaviness finally makes sense. Okay, with this letting go, together with the Ten of Wands, this combination speaks directly to the burden you have been carrying, often silently, often alone, often with no one truly understanding how heavy it has been for you. So you have been carrying far too much, Aquarius. The Ten of Wands is the tarot's image of someone bent, right, holding too many responsibilities. Sorry, wrong cards, Aquarius, sorry. Ten of Wands. So right, too many worries, too many expectations, too many tasks, pushing forward even when they're exhausted. Right? So Aquarius, this is you. For some of you, you've taken on burdens that weren't yours. You've held everything together even when you felt like falling apart. You've been the strong one, Aquarius, the reliable one, the one people depend on, the one who keeps going even when your spirit is tired. And what breaks my heart here is that some of you carry these burdens quietly, Aquarius, without asking for help, without showing your pain, without letting anyone know how much you're hurting. You keep it all inside. You push through, you survive. You keep functioning even while breaking on the inside. This card is your soul whispering. Please, let something go, Aquarius. You don't have to carry everything anymore. You are burdened not because you're weak, but because you are strong, Aquarius. You attract responsibilities because you are capable. You attract people's problems because you are compassionate. You attract the weight of the world because you have a big heart. You say yes when you're tired because you don't want to disappoint anyone, but Aquarius, strength without rest becomes suffering. Compassion without boundaries becomes self-destruction. Spirit is telling you right now, you have nothing left to prove. You don't need to earn love by overworking. You don't need to carry everyone's weight. You're allowed to choose yourself. You deserve to breathe. You deserve to rest. You deserve to be supported, not drained. Now, the letting go card, this is a necessary little release. Okay, the oracle letting go with resistance shows that the universe has been trying to remove something from your life that has become too heavy. Perhaps a toxic connection, a draining responsibility, an emotional burden, an outdated commitment, a belief that no longer serves you, a cycle that is hurting your mental health, a fear that is blocking your blessing, a self-sacrificing pattern that is breaking your spirit. But here's the challenge, Aquarius. You've been holding on to it because of obligation, perhaps, loyalty, fear of change, or the belief that if you let go, everything will fall apart. But Aquarius, the truth is the opposite. Things are falling apart because you haven't let go. Your blessing is being delayed. Your energy is being drained. Your opportunities are being blocked. Your spirit is being stretched too thin. The universe is gently, lovingly removing what no longer fits your future. Okay? Now, you cannot enter your next chapter carrying the weight of the old one. The Ten of Wands here appears at the very end of the long cycle, Aquarius, right before a new beginning. And this card is saying you're at the breaking point. You're nearing completion. You're ready to release. Something must end so something new can begin. You are standing at the door of a new timeline, but your hands are too full to receive what's waiting for you. So let go. Letting go isn't a loss, Aquarius. It's liberation. It's freedom. It's healing. It's making space for what your soul truly deserves. And the emotional release you've been avoiding. Speaking here. It's screaming, right? So for many of you, this is not just physical responsibility. This is emotional weight. For some of you, you've been holding on to a heartbreak, an old story of I'm not enough, guilt for choosing yourself, pain from someone who hurt you, disappointment from unfulfilled promises, fear of being alone, resentment from betrayals, anger you've swallowed for years. Your heart has been carrying too much. Spirit is saying, put it down. You've carried this long enough. It's time to heal. You don't have to pretend you're okay. You don't have to be strong every day. You don't have to hold everything in. This is your permission to release, to cry, to breathe, to soothe again, to soften again, Aquarius. Now, you're about to feel lighter emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Once you let go, Aquarius, like truly release, you will notice your energy returns, your clarity returns, your intuition sharpens, your strength renews, and new opportunities appear. Your heart feels lighter, you sleep better, and your mood improves, and your blessings arrive faster because your soul will no longer be weighed down. You will finally feel the difference between carrying everything out of fear and allowing the universe to carry you through faith. So, Aquarius, this is the season where you finally put the heavy load down. No more carrying what breaks you. No more giving beyond your limits. No more sacrificing your peace to keep others comfortable. No more staying where your spirit is suffocating. You are being asked to release the burden, the expectation, the responsibility, the guilt, the memory, the past version of you that no longer fits. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is choosing yourself. Letting go is healing. Letting go is rebirth. Okay, now let's move on to the final part of your reading. Okay, Aquarius, let's have your past life karma and the Seven of Wands. Okay, Aquarius, now the final part of your reading, which is into something ancient. Okay, something beyond this lifetime, beyond this version of you, beyond the story you've lived so far. The cards that came out for you here, past life karma with cycles and then Seven of Wands. These two together tell a story of a soul who has lived through battles, challenges, and patterns that repeat across lifetimes until one lifetime finally breaks them, Aquarius. And Aquarius, that lifetime is this one. You are the cycle breaker. You are the soul chosen to end a karmic loop that may have gone on for generations. So, all right, let's go deeper. You are facing a pattern that did not start with you, Aquarius. Okay, the past life karma card says that a situation in your life right now, whether emotional, relational, financial, or spiritual, is repeating because its roots are not from this lifetime. You may feel unusually triggered by something, deeply drained by a specific person, stuck in a familiar pattern, attracted or repelled by someone instantly, or overwhelmed by a recurring issue, like you keep learning the same lesson over and over, or and emotionally tied to something you can't logically explain. That's because the energy was created long before you were born. This is a soul memory. This is karmic residue. This is ancestral or past life repetition. The cycle is representing itself to you now because you are finally strong enough, wise enough, awakened enough to break it. Okay, the Seven of Wands, this means that you have been fighting this battle for many lifetimes. Seven of Wands shows a warrior standing their ground, fighting off opposing forces, refusing to push down or control. This is the energy of self-defense, right? Self-preservation, boundaries, and protecting your spirit. So this card tells me that in past lifetimes you may have struggled to protect yourself, been taken advantage of, had your voice suppressed, been powerless or overpowered, been betrayed repeatedly, been forced into roles you didn't choose, lacked freedom or autonomy, lived through cycles of conflict or suppression. And now, in this lifetime, same themes have resurfaced. Not to punish you, but to liberate you, Aquarius. So the Seven of Wands says, you will not be silenced this time. You will not be controlled this time. You will not be taken advantage of this time. You will not abandon yourself this time. You will not lose your power this time. You are reclaiming something sacred, something your soul has been denied for lifetimes, okay? For lifetimes now. And also you are breaking a karmic contract. So karmic contracts are agreements that made between souls in previous lives to teach each other lessons, sometimes through positive connections, sometimes through pain. Now, this card pairing tells me that you had a karmic agreement with someone. That cycle was meant to be completed now. You have learned what your soul needed to learn. You are ready to release this contract. And this could be a contract around love, betrayal, abandonment, power dynamics, protection, self-worth, loyalty, emotional pain, sacrifice, and survival. Now the cycle lasted as long as it needed to, but not a day longer. Okay, you are now stepping into a timeline where the lesson is integrated and the karmic weights lifts. Okay, and of course you are the one who changes the family story. So for many Aquarians watching this is not just past life karma, it's ancestral karma. So you may have noticed patterns like your family repeating the same relationship issues, generations stuck in poverty or lack, cycles of abandonment, betrayal, or emotional distance, family members suffering similar struggles, right? Patterns of self-sacrifice, suppressed emotions passed down through generations, repeating cycles of fear or insecurity. You are the one who sees the pattern. You are the one who questions it. You're the one who challenges it. You're the one who breaks it. You are the one who creates a new reality, Aquarius. The Seven of Wands is the warrior energy within you. The strength to stand up and say, this ends with me. And because you break it, your children, your lineage, and the next generations never have to carry this burden again. And also, Aquarius, you are clearing a fear or wound that has followed your soul. Spirit is showing me specific themes being released right now. Fear of abandonment, fear of betrayal, fear of not being protected, fear of loss, fear of being alone, fear of speaking your truth, fear of failure, fear of being too much, fear of being judged or attacked, fear of repeating mistakes, fear of not being worthy. These were not just formed in this lifetime, they were carried from the past. But your soul chose this incarnation to heal them. You chose to come into this life with the purpose of stepping into your power, reclaiming your autonomy, and breaking the old wounds that followed you through multiple timelines. Did you hear that? Ding ding. Confirmation, right? So, you are also entering a new destiny line, one that not shaped by past lives. All right, so this is the most powerful part of your reading. Once this karmic cycle ends, the universe will open a new timeline for you, one that your soul has never experienced before, Aquarius. This is not repetition. This is rebirth. This is fresh karmic slate. Your destiny shifts the moment you learn the lesson. Your entire future opens the moment you stop repeating the past. The Seven of Wands says you are fighting for your future and you are winning. Okay, so Aquarius, you are not just healing for yourself, you are healing for past versions of you, for past lifetimes, for your ancestors, for everyone who came before you. You are the soul brave enough to break the pattern. You are the one chosen to end the karmic cycle. You are the warrior who finally stands up to the energy that once controlled you. This is your liberation. This is your soul revolution. This is your karmic freedom. Aquarius, if this reading resonated with you, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing your stories and I love reading your stories and your experiences. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need this message today. Your support truly helps the channel grow. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading.